Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the upper room. It is Pete Swagger over here. Stormy Sunday, Sunday afternoon. Um, plenty of storms ahead, eh? Crazy, crazy talk. I see here that I am by my ace, but that's fine. I'll tell you what. This weather over here is keeping everyone away. Let me put on some music over here. Let me do this. Let's put that on. Here we go. There we go. So, guys, welcome to the upper room. It is the 10th of May, 2026. Whew, guys. This past week has been kind of interesting. Let's do this. Let me turn that down a little bit. Here in Cape Town, we have a storm warning. How's it? I see you guys rolling in. Welcome to the upper room. Happy Sunday. Hopefully you are dry and indoors, especially if you are in the Cape Town area, the coastal area. Holy crap. Let's see who's here. Guy Meringue, how's it going? How's it? I'll be seeing you later. Hopefully. How's it? Kevin, how's it? Hey, good day to you. Welcome. Willkommen. Happy Sunday. Hey. Haha, Renee. Hey. How's it? Hey. Welcome, guys. Welcome. As you can see from the title of the show today, it's the couch edition. Now, if you haven't been living under a rock, if you're a grown person in South Africa right now, you know exactly what I mean by the couch. All right. It's a big, huge week for couches, right? But we're gonna get into all of that just now. Okay, I wanna ease into this as much as I can. All right. So let's get into what the weather is doing. All right, as is tradition. Okay. Now I know, Guy, you don't live in Cape Town, but you know what the hell is going on. You're in PE. I know that, right? So we are under siege, although it doesn't look like it right now. Big storm warnings and whatnot. And I know, Guy, you are. Let me turn on the resident weather cam over here. Let me do this. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's for later. Here we go. There we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, I want to show you guys this. This is crazy what's going on right now. No, that's not the side by side. Let me do that up here. I'm gonna share here. Oh no. Let me do this. So this is what's going on in Port Elizabeth area. Hey. Joey, welcome, Joey, welcome. Dude, we are under siege here in the coastal areas of South Africa, my guy. The storms are here. Things are happening over here. So, for some of you who don't know, I'm actually from PE. I grew up around Port Elizabeth, and there's kind of been a drought there for a couple of years. Check this crap out. There's been a drought around that area for a couple of years, and now when the weather just came down, it just surprised everyone. The dams are overflowing where they were empty last week, and so yeah, surf's up. Surf's up. Holy crap! Yeah, Victoria Bay is a bit of a mess. Oh, I wanna. Guy. Yeah, the weather has been biblical over there, man. My dude, it's crazy talk. There's other video here that I wanted to share with you guys with regards to this weather. St. Francis is a big mess.
The dam overflowing.
There you go. Yeah. So look, but surf's up. People are gonna freaking surf. There was another one that I kind of wanted to show you guys. Let's do this. I should get my shortcuts right. I'm gonna show you guys that later. Let's do this. It's all about the couches today, folks. That's gonna come later. Here we go. That's the video. Victoria Bay, Vic Bay. So I wanted to ask you guys something, okay? In the chat over here, all right? So let me play this from the beginning, the get-go. Right? So, what are you saying? Let's see. What are you saying? Biblical. Wait. Methinks that means 40 days and 40 nights of pure torrential downpour. It's not biblical. Okay. Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. For the sake of hyperbole. But yes, guy, it is kind of biblical. Look, I would say it's biblical if your house is floating down the river. If your couch is in the middle of the street and it's being shoved away by car, that it is biblical. If you're what your dressing gowns, I don't know who has dressing gowns, but if your dressing gowns are floating down the street because the water is yay high, I can grant biblicality. Huh? Can we grant biblicality? All right, there you go, Joey. Hopefully that clears that up. But yeah, so I wanted to ask, would you guys ever, Kevin, and I'm asking you, Kevin, in the comments there, would you ever buy a house? Would you ever buy a house like this on a coastline like this, right? Knowing that weather can become so cucked, right? Like for instance, would you buy a house here? Like, this is Wick Bay, right? Let me ask you guys. By the way, I have some polling over here. There's a couple of you in the comments. Thanks for coming through. We're gonna go through a couple of these. Let me do this. I'm gonna ask you guys this question. So, would you buy a house in Vic Bay in a place like this? Let me put myself on top here. Yeah, because I'm thinking, nah. Put me on top of the hill over there, because I've watched enough tsunami videos. You know, the Japanese tsunami that happened. That shit shocked me to the core. I always thought, let's get a beach house, California. Yeah, right on the beach. No fucking way anymore. No. Put me on a mountain where I can look at the beach from the. I'll take a walk down to the beach. I'll take a walk. I don't mind taking a stroll down to the beach. Anyway, so that was my question to you guys. Yeah, let me stop sharing this. Let's get back here. So, Kevin, do you answer my question there? I would always buy higher up. Okay, cool. Well, you're a survivalist. Thank you. Yeah, much like me. Thanks. Yeah. I thought I was the only one. Okay. Watching Pete. Okay, there's an answer. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Okay, all right. You can do. Okay, let me ask the question. Let me take off this weather banner thing. Let me ask the question. Sunday afternoon, no plans, no obligations. What are you actually doing? Yes, napping, a deeply and without guilt. I know you guys are grown adults. There's always something to do. Taking a Sunday afternoon nap, especially if you got a house full of kids. Yeah, there's stuff to do around the house. There's leaky plumbing. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, sweet. Looking at you. Okay, well, no pressure, right? No pressure. So guys, okay, that's that. I think that winds that down. So guys, as you can see, today's show is about couches, right? Now, Joey, I know you are not in South Africa, and so just for a bit of context, because I want to clip this up so that I can make shorts later, and we'll talk about that later. Our president is in trouble. Our Supreme Court has handed down a judgment that is going to be consequential. Kevin, you posted a link to Bonsai Shongwe's analysis of this. I want to play some of it. Right, Kevin? I want to play his analysis of what's happening with our president, the couch guy in charge. And then we're going to get into the history and lore of couches, right? See, I don't take the couch for granted, When I first moved to Cape Town many years ago, I had to crash on my buddy's couch for like a month or two. So a couch to me is culturally significant, right? And I think a couch is going to be very important in the history and lore of South Africa at large, right? I'm talking about 50 years from now when the kids are reading the history books about the history of presidents in South Africa, a couch is going to be mentioned. So I kind of took it upon myself to go, all right, let's dig into couches. All right. So, Kevin, you posted a video. I was actually watching it this week of Bonsai Shongwe doing an analysis of what is going to be happening with our president. Let me just find out. Let me just find the link here. Let's make sure I got it. Yeah, you posted it here. Yes, Bonsai Shongwe. Here you go. All right, here we go. I got it. Found it. Let me share. Boom. So now I know you guys. For all of you who, all three of you, you guys know who Bonsai Shongwe is. He appeared on Ronaldo's show. He's actually one of my favorite YouTubers in South Africa. He really breaks down shit down to brass tacks. Here, we're not going to go through the whole thing, but I'm going to play a small snippet of what's actually happening. Because I happen to believe that in South Africa right now, when a historical moment happens, you never really know that it's happening. Most times you don't really know like a historical moment is happening as it's happening. There are some rare occasions where it's pretty obvious it's a historical moment. An example of that would be, say, landing on the moon. Okay, it's pretty obvious that that's a historical moment. But a couch, you never really peg that as a historical moment. Anyway, let's see what's happening over here. Let's see what he says over here. Moving forward. Okay, put the volume up.
Of what the fallout will look like. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who...
Oh, hang on. That's the wrong context. Where are we? Oh, boy. Sorry, guys. I got to just give you a bit of context here. Oh, man. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Okay.
Declared that Rule 129I of the 9th edition of the Rules of the National Assembly is inconsistent with the Constitution, invalid, and it is set aside. 3. In the event the panel concludes that sufficient evidence exists as contemplated in Rule 129G, the matter must be referred to the impeachment committee established by this rule or by the National Assembly rules. 6. It is declared that the vote of the National Assembly taken on 13 December 2022, declining to refer the report to an impeachment committee, is inconsistent with the Constitution, invalid, and it is set aside. 7. The report of the independent panel is referred to the impeachment committee established in terms of the NA rules. 8. The first
respondents
are ordered to pay the cost of the first applicant,
the High Court,
including cost of two counsel, where applicable. I hand down the judgment.
Okay, well, let him break it down. He breaks it down with him. Okay.
So Chief Justice Meyer swung her sword and said, your voting to bury Phala was nonsense. You go back and you keep Phala, and in fact, you thought you had a good thing going with the Madlanga Commission. You ain't seeing nothing yet, because now you're going to have an ad hoc committee looking into Phala.
Yeah. So basically, somebody's going to be looking up the president's rectum on this issue, and it's not going to be pleasant. Okay. So I strongly recommend, guys, you go watch Bonsai Shongwe's analysis on this particular issue. Okay, so there's some reactions and whatnot, you know. I don't want to get political. There's something
it's interesting to see some in the commentariat.
He breaks down, gets dragged over the coals, being on a stand, being asked about a video.
Yeah,
because
This
They
is the
want
important
him
part.
gone anyway because he represents the more moderate part of the ANC that would rather
No,
go in
that's not it. Sorry,
the
guys.
If
You're
he
not disheveled
resigns,
here, but
he loses Marx and Lenin, who hates people, as opposed to the victim. The EFF always stands for.
should have been a lot more prepared on this. Essentially, what I'm trying to get at here is that here we go. Let's do this.
Here's what's going on.
Let me cancel that up. Yeah, essentially what I'm trying to say is that, okay, Bonsai Shongwe has a really good analysis on what the hell is going to happen with our president. And it's crazy. It's all to do with the issue on his couch. Okay, so we got Eileen. Eileen is here. Hi, Pete and everyone here. And to the moms here, happy Mother's Day. Yes, it is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Yes. Phoned mom yesterday night. Should give her a call today. But yeah. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Welcome, Eileen. So today, as you can see in the title, we're talking about couches. I just wanted to give a bit of context in the front there. I don't want to get into too much of the politics of it, but essentially, the president of South Africa is in a bit of an issue, and I don't know how that's going to happen, or what the future for him is going to be like. However, guys, it did get me thinking. What does a couch? What is the significance of a couch in pop culture? I know the significance of a couch in my life is, I have a favorite couch in the lounge over there. I don't stuff dollars in it, but every once in a while I would lose some keys. Back when I used to carry some cash. Coins used to get into the couch, but I've never postulated a scenario where my couch could put me in front of the highest court in the land. I'm just a regular dude. I'm just a regular dude with regular furniture. I've never had to look at my couch and go, fuck Standard Bank, I've never, so I don't know what that's like. So I dug deeper. And I started looking at what the history of a couch is. Hang on, I'm trying to find my note here. Yep, they're going to see that one. The history of a couch and actually the significance of couches. All right, so let's see. Let me full screen this. I want to show you guys this. Shit, did I download it? Oh my god, this is why I gotta automate a lot of this stuff. Sorry guys, let me check this here. Happy Mother's Day. Yes indeed. Happy Mother's Day, Renee. Yes, everyone. And to you too, Eileen. Here we go. All right, sweet. There we go. So let me actually just share this. Okay. Here we go. Actually, can I? Sorry guys. Let me make sure that I got this correct. I actually generated a little thing here. Can I make it full screen? Gotta make it. No, I can't make it full screen. There we go. Okay, so, oh boy, here we go. Guys, I don't know what you guys think. What kind of couches do you have any couches? Do you have any history of couches? So I went to dig. So I asked Gemini about what the most expensive couch that exists is, right? The history of comfort and design. The couch is an anchor of the modern home. Now, what are your thoughts on this? The couch is the anchor of a modern home. From rigid Egyptian structures to multi-million-dollar aluminum sculptures. Explore how human relaxation evolved through the ages. Guys, are we being silly? Are we being stupid over here? Okay, so here we go. So I did ask, what is the most expensive couch? the most expensive couch, the Lockheed Lounge, right? Designed by Mark Newsom in 1986, right? This riveted aluminum chassis lounge redefined future furniture as high art, right? Furniture as high art. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if furniture can really be high art unless anything you can fart into. Can that really be high art? What do you guys think about this? Look, I don't know if I'm alone here. You probably can't see what I'm looking at over here. Can you guys? Can you see what I'm looking at here? Am I being crazy? Okay. So anyway, this couch, it remains the most expensive couch ever sold at auction, fetching approximately $3.7 million. Okay. $3.7 million. The famous appearance was in Rain, the Madonna's music video. Okay. Now, what was the other? The evolution of a couch, right? Let's go back to the evolution of a couch. So apparently, couches came from Egypt. So the Egyptians were rocking couches. In the Victorian era, I believe it birthed the iconic Chesterfield. The iconic Chesterfield. There's no reference images. I did ask for reference images. However, okay, so in mid-century to modern, we have the 20th century democratized the couch. Okay, so we've got couch democracy. All right, okay, cool. With us, I guess in the 1970s, synthetic foams, leather couches started being a thing because you could have that faux leather. Hey, yeah. So couches are a thing. But through history, okay, let's just go through some of the trivia. I don't know why this thing. I can't hide that other part. So the couch potato. All right. Coined the couch potato. That's another significant. You know what? That's another significant cultural meme, right? Couch potato. Let's see. I can buy a house with 3 million. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. $3 million for a couch. That's a whole farm. That's a ranch. So yeah, here you go. You're correct on that one, Eileen. You're gonna get into some more of this. So here's another one that I found. The world's longest couch was made in Russia 2014, which is weird. It spanned 1 kilometer and it could seat 2,500 people. Okay. I wonder if you had a couch that is 1 kilometer long and you stuffed that couch with money, how much money would you have if you had a couch that was 1 kilometer long, fully stuffed with money? I wonder. These are the kind of thoughts that I have when I think about these things. Hey, what's up, Recon? Hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, he says that's why Cyril asked for USD, because if he asked for ZAR, he would have had to hide the couch. He would have had to hide the couch in the money. 100%. That math does math, Recon. These are the things I think about, man. This is what I was thinking about all week. All right. Okay, so there is also a psychological significance to couches. What I've found is the Freudian, Sigmund Freud. Sitting in the couch, sitting on the couch as therapy. So a couch is not really just a piece of furniture, right? It has cultural reference, right? Right. So it also has history. All right. So we've gone through all of that, resources, blah blah blah, fish paste. Cool. That's a bit of context. So my favorite story about a couch that that I've had in my life was the couch with the spring couch, those old couches that had those springs, and then when those springs wore out and broke, and one of those wires pops out of the seat. It's usually faux leather. I don't even have a picture of this. The wildest memory that I have is sitting on one of those old couches and getting up too fast and having that freaking wire rip your pants open. So, so there's a love-hate relationship that I have with couches ever since that day, right? You check, if it's one of those old couches, I pat it down, I check, yo, do you have any sticky points? If you don't have any sticky points, I'm standing up. I'm not sitting down. I'm standing up because I love my jeans. I do not want to let a couch ruin my day, let alone my life. All right, I'm going to repeat that sentence. I do not want to have a couch ruin my day and my jeans, let alone my life. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I've named myself Joshua Door. Now, Joey, I'm not sure if you are familiar with Joshua Door. You are the only sort of foreign guy that I know that is in the comments. By the way, welcome to the upper room. We're halfway through. We're going through couches. So I've gone through the history of a bit of history of the couch, pop culture significance of the couch, and we're gonna go through more of that. And then now we're going through why. We're gonna break it down. We're breaking it down nationwide, South Africa wide. Joshua Door. Why Joshua Door? Joshua Door is one of my favorite furniture retail spots. Here we go. Let me do this. Let me add a poll over here. We're gonna do that Sunday afternoon. Let me show this poll. I know some more of you have come through. Sunday afternoon, no plans, no obligations. What are you actually doing apart from watching? Oh, of course, there's this. You're watching this. What else are you doing? And then, as I do that, let me do this. I wanna. Okay. Oops. Sorry, guys. Gotta prepare my notes over here. I have some notes here. Oh, cheapers. Here we go. Here we go. Up. Showed you that already. Okay, sweet. So we're gonna go through this. Why Joshua Door? Okay, Joshua Door is one of my favorite furniture joints. But the beautiful thing about Joshua Door is the adverts, the classic adverts. So I actually went down through history and did a bit of a deep dive on Joshua Door. Okay, so I found the earliest Joshua Door TV commercial, which is archived. I think that's where it all began, right? So anyone who's over the age of 30, which is all of you, you probably are familiar with Joshua Door. All right, here we go. Let me play this out here for you guys quickly. You let me know if you remember this. This is the archive TVC for Joshua Door. Yeah. So a bit of nostalgia bomb over here.
Get the Thai Twin Tub for $126 per month, save $500. Or this Astral Dining Room Suite for $230 per month, save $300. And this LG Home Theater for $356 per
Woo!
month.
Hey, hang on a second. Whoa. The LG home theater system. Hold on a minute, guys. Is this? Hang on. I know a lot of you have homes and stuff. Is this a decent price for a home entertainment system? When was this made? Hang on a second. When was this? This is like almost 20 years ago, right? This is almost 20 years ago. $5.5 grand for a home entertainment system. What? Okay.
$500. There's more value and merriment at Joshua Door.
You got an uncle in the furniture business, Joshua Door.
Okay, this is not the earliest, but this is kind of what it. Okay, that's not it. let's finish.
No
playing
price
that.
shocks, only a savings surprise from your uncle. Save 800 on the Swistonic Breeze Base set, and surprise, surprise, save 1,300 on the Sansui component system.
Whoa! Does any of you still have this type of sound system in your homes, guys? All three of you? Any of you still have something like this? Let me do this. Let me hide this poll over here. I'm wondering, Sansui HT4000, like, would you?
Surprise! Save 1,300 on the Sansui component system. Plus, save a surprising 2,000 on the...
Imagine that. Remember when televisions didn't have internet? You didn't have to download updates for your TV.
LG Plasma TV. You'll be surprised
Anyway,
how much you'll
Joshua
save
Door,
at
here we go.
Joshua Door.
You got an uncle in the furniture business, Joshua Door.
Yeah. So for Halloween this year, I'm dressing up as Joshua Door. Because I know for no one has this. No one has this anymore, right? Yeah. I think that's from like 20 years ago. All right. So I found the oldest. That's not the oldest one. I think I found an even older one. That one was from like 14 years ago. But because here we go. Let me play this one. Hide this. How do I hide this? Hide that poll. Stop the poll. Hang on, I'm just looking through the polls. Yeah, sorry guys. Sunday afternoon. Done with that one. I say film comes. Ooh. Here we go. There you go. Gotta put that one up there. So let me add this one. Let me show you guys this Joshua Door. This one I haven't seen for such a freaking long time.
It's your Uncle Joshua Door, bringing you my lowest prices guaranteed. At Joshua Door, you'll get this KIC double door fridge for only 1,899 Rand. This Defy 4-plate compact.
Whoa, hang on. I'm actually going through these for the first time myself too. Hang on.
Get this. At Joshua Door, you'll get this KIC double door fridge for only 1,899 Rand.
Holy crap. I mean, when was this made? Hang on, 2 grand for a fridge. That's actually pretty good bang for buck. Yeah, anyway.
This Defy 4-plate compact stove for only 1,799 Rand. Or this Telefunken 8.5 kilogram twin tub washing machine for only 1,199 Rand. That's lowest prices guaranteed.
You got an uncle in the furniture business, Joshua Door.
All right, once again, seems so innocuous, but if you're not facing the highest court of the land, couches can be kind of a scary prospect. Here we go. Let's do that. So we've shown you that. I want to show this also. But before we do that, okay. So in what I found out about Joshua Door, it's actually an American company. I didn't know this. I thought it was purely a South African company. And here's the American ad for it. Why am I showing this? Once again, for historical purposes, The couch is going to be a significant part of South African lore, and I want to attach it to this a little bit. But here we go. This is the first one.
You got an uncle in the furniture business, Joshua Door. Joshua Door.
You got an uncle in the furniture business, Joshua Door. Joshua Door, he's a remarkable guy with a remarkable way to give you bargains on your furniture every day. Pick it out in the showroom, pick it up at the warehouse, take it home in the crate. Yeah, you got an uncle in the furniture business, Joshua Door. Joshua Door, you get brand name furniture at packing great prices, and you won't have to wait.
Copyright strike on this
Pick it
one.
out in the showroom, pick it up at the warehouse, and take it home in the crate. Boss, you got an uncle in the furniture business, Joshua Door. Joshua Door.
Yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think, I would make that my ringtone. It's not too bad. I would make that my ringtone. So the only reason I'm bringing this up, or this particular ad up, is that I actually had no idea that this was the original. But yeah, there's a bit of history when it comes to Joshua Door, and there's going to be even more significant history when it comes to Joshua Door. All right, okay, here we go. I think it's time for a palate cleanser. Let's see. Let's have a look here. Hang on a second. Let's have a look at the comments over here, guys. Let's have a look. There you go. Oh my God. I think my comment section is stuck over there on my side over here. But anyway. Cool. All right. Okay. Let's have a look. Let me turn off that poll. Done. Cool. So, guys, the other thing that I wanted to look at was, because Sunday lunch is usually more of a pop culture commentary and whatnot, I went ahead and asked Gemini to tell me what are the most significant moments in cinema and television that involve couches. All right. Why is my... There we go. So yeah, there we go. Guy says, damn, they went to extra mile for that ad. Yes, for back in the day, they had a whole freaking music video. Basically, that was a music video before music videos were a thing. It was made in 1970. Anyway, so I had Gemini put together a list of significant moments of couches in film and television. So it gave me a list. I'm going to go through the list over here. So the first significant moment, I think, is the Al Bundy. We're not going to watch that one. The other significant moment in pop culture where a couch is involved is actually the very obvious one, The Simpsons. Everybody knows that Simpsons intro, where the whole family, of course, goes to the couch. Guys, who am I talking to? Everyone over here knows The Simpsons. Let's kind of watch some of the couch gags. I'll show you some of my favorite couch gags. Maybe go through some of them. Here we go. The couch, Simpsons entry couch gags. Here we go. Let's watch that a bit. Hang on a sec. Oh, hang on. Show you this. Sorry, guys. Here you go. To master these, I need to master these shortcuts. Nope, hang on. I'm gonna get copyright struck on that one. Here you go. So I think here's favorite couch gags. Guy Mayring, I think one of the first time I watched The Simpsons was actually at your place, Guy. Yeah.
Number 2.
Okay, what? Are we gonna go through all of them? No, we're not gonna go through all of them. The first one that I want to... Okay, so... Yeah, no, that's not the one. Sorry, guys. There we go.
Draw me some beer.
Did any of you grow up with The Simpsons? All right, let's see. Yeah, let's go with The Simpsons. All right. So that's the number one most significant pop culture reference of a couch, all right, in television. Now, I want to go through some that are not actually that well known. Here we go. Now, some of you who are over the age of 35 might actually remember these guys. Hang on. Beavis and Butthead, the couch situation.
We can do it, Beavis. Yeah, let's go. Easy does it. almost there.
Is this the most recent episode?
We
Hang
did
on.
it. Yeah, we finally did it. Boy.
Are you moving?
Yeah, no one peed on this couch.
You're finally leaving. Tonight, I am bringing friends over, and we are having a party to celebrate. This is fantastic.
Whoa. Did you hear that? She's gonna come back with a bunch of chicks and
Wait a
party
minute.
with us. Let's
Now, I didn't know that they had new episodes, Beavis and Butthead. They look so much older. This is crazy. You guys? Yeah, and also, yeah, like I was saying, Guy, most likely, I used to love it. Stopped watching around season 20. So they've, yeah. The later ones of The Simpsons was a little tough to catch up on, actually. I only watched them spottedly, but the early ones were actually pretty good. So I do also remember watching Beavis and Butthead at Joe's Spot.
couch is working even better than I thought.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch all of this. But once again, significant pop culture reference of couches. Oh, once again, we go always with the couches. There's one other reference of a couch that is another one from Seinfeld. Here we go.
I'm excited about this, Jerry. In a way, I feel like I'm getting a new couch.
Yeah, so do I.
Ooh, you remember Poppy?
Oh, you mean from Poppy's restaurant?
Yeah. Anyway, we're going into business together. You
All
remember that
right,
idea?
so Poppy is gonna. Here we go.
I'm sorry about
Yes,
that, Jeff.
Poppy.
I didn't know about your condition.
Oh, that's fine. If you just give me my doc money, I'll be on my way.
Okay, I'll get it.
I want you to sit down, Poppy. You're still recuperating.
So Poppy sits in the couch.
Were you tired, Poppy?
No.
Hey, Poppy. You really think people want to make their own pizza?
Kramer, did I ever tell you about my mother? My mother.
There you go. Anyway, I'm sorry again about the
what?
Now imagine. Imagine that couch is filled with dollars. Oh my goodness. It's going to be the running theme for the entire show.
What is what? This puddle on my sofa. What puddle? That puddle!
All right. According to Google, that is one of the top 5 significant pop culture references of a couch in television. Okay. Let's do a last one of here. This one I don't know. I actually don't know about this. In Treatment TV. This is a TV show called, I think it came out, 15 years ago on HBO. Let's watch the trailer. It's called In Treatment. With Gabriel Byrne. This guy was, so let me add this. Sorry, guys. Oh boy.
You know, if patients could see what I think about them, if they could really see inside my head, they'd head for the hills, believe me.
Already kind of bored.
It's been here all along. You mean to say you've never noticed it?
I don't follow what you mean.
You're surprised.
Okay, so this is one of those thinky shows. I don't know if I would watch
I know
this.
it's really hard for you, babe. Try not to fucking lie, okay?
Stop calling me
Well,
a liar.
If you stop lying, I'll stop calling you that.
Tell him to stop or I'm leaving.
You're a liar. What do you want to tell you? You are a fucking liar. You are a fucking liar.
All right. Jeez.
You think I'm like you?
Looks pretty intense.
I'm the sort of child who needs permission to do anything. If I want to train, I'll train. If I want to kill myself, I'll kill myself. If I want to fuck Sai in my hospital room while you're outside banging on the door,
Yeah, that's a bit much. Jeez. Is this a TV show? What is
The
this?
hardest part about turning 60 is that
Has any of you seen
in my
this?
mind, I'm still as energetic as a 30-year-old. For 6 hours, I have all the energy of a 30-year-old. The rest of the day, I'm an old, tired woman.
You fall in love with that crazy slut.
God damn, okay. What kind of therapy is
This
this?
is what therapy would be like if nobody respected boundaries. It is chaotic, it is disrespectful, and it's unproductive. Do you understand that?
I don't know. I
Is that what you
think
want?
I'm sure therapy is good, but the kind of therapy I would like is kind of what Recon does. You head up into the mountains with your dog. Head up into the mountains with your dog. That's therapy. Yeah, I'm not knocking, but yeah, this looks kind of I don't know, boring, right? I'll be honest. All right, sorry about that, guys. I should have
just lock the door some days and wish everybody would just go away.
maybe when I'm bored, I'll check it out. Anyway, just do that. All right. So let's do this. Oh yeah, let's get some momentum going over here. All right. So that's the cultural significance of couches, man. Yeah. What else do I have here? Okay. We got puppy. Yeah, okay, well you go. We got actually another one here. Let me just go for one last one. One last cultural significance of couches. Just one over here. Quickly, Quickamundo. You guys might appreciate this one. But I don't know if you would agree though. Of course, Friends, big series, but
What, you brought Joey?
Well, I brought the next
couch
best
moment.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch the whole thing.
Chandler, you brought Chandler? The next best thing would be Monica. I wouldn't be offended, but Monica
I
is
wonder what
freakishly
season
strong.
this was.
Look, I drew a sketch of how we're going to do it, okay? Rach, that's you. That's the couch.
Ooh, what's that?
Oh, that's me.
Wow. Certainly think a lot of yourself.
I'm not getting. I don't want to get flagged for a joke that I don't
That's
don't
my
get.
arm.
But anyway, the couch reference is over here. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I just don't think it's gonna fit.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the ones up, the upper room, underrated. Okay, appreciate it. Now we're not gonna watch through the whole thing,
Here we go.
but
Pivot. Pivot.
yeah, R.I.P. to Matthew Perry, by the way. What a legend.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Anyway, so yeah, I'm not gonna go through. I'm gonna get flagged by Disney for this shit. But yeah. So significant couch moments in pop culture. Yeah. So, like I said, we're gonna do a palate cleanser. Chantal sent me. Was it you, Renee, or Chantal who sent me this? Let's see. I'm gonna watch this. Let's out. Oop. Sorry. Cheers. Have fun. Don't be a couch potato. Thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate you. Where you are? Where are you? There you go. Have a good one. Happy Sunday. Stay dry. Stay away from the freaking noise. Here we go. Let's play this. Who sent me this? I don't remember who sent it.
Quelque chose, Dan! Quelqu'un! Dan! Calmez-vous, vous voyez bien que quand vous bougez, vous l'excitez. Faites quelque chose. Essayez de quelque chose. Vous l'escantez, ta gueule de merde, de chihuahua, de merde. Tiens.
What the hell? Who sent me this? This is great. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Okay. All right. Was that an advert for something? Oh boy. Brainworm. All right. Anyway, couch potatoing over here. I got another one here for you guys. The floundering over here. Let's do this. to get a couch up to get a couch up a flight of stairs takes hours to get where it must be. That's true. Yeah. And it's also kind of dangerous. There's a weird statistic of people who have died carrying furniture upstairs. It's a very, very bizarre statistic. People die doing that. Dangerous. Especially depending on the couch. If it's one of those $3 million couches, that's number one. Number two, also depends. Eileen, it also depends on what's in the couch. All right. So I think if your couch is stuffed with a whole bunch of things, it's even doubly more dangerous to get it up the stairs. All right, cool. All right, here you go. Let's play this one other thing. Who sent me this? I don't know who sent me this.
A completely different set of rules which you cannot find in K53. Let me explain. Hazard lights mean anything. They mean I'm stopping, they mean I'm parking in the no parking zone, they mean I'm about to do something illegal, but I would like you to know that I'm aware. Hazard lights in South Africa are an all-purpose apology in advance. The hooter is also not a warning device. It's a full emotional communication system. One short hoot, the light is green, you must go, bro. Two short hoots, I disagree with your decision. One long hoot, I'm experiencing negative emotional feelings towards you. And then there's the taxi. The taxi does not merge. The taxi arrives. There is no indicator. There is no negotiation. One moment there's a gap, the next moment there's a taxi. And it's not aggression, it's physics. And you in your sensible sedan, you let him in every time because you've done the math. And a lot of people think it's road rage over here, right? South African driving is not road rage. It's just a second language for us. Be blessed.
Look, not a word of a lie was spoken during that soliloquy. Look, I wonder if this is true across the board. Joey, is that modus operandi what he said there? Is it?
The light is green. You must go, bro. Two short hoots. I disagree with your decision. Yes. One long hoot. I'm experiencing negative emotional feelings towards you. And then there's a taxi.
I don't know. You probably haven't experienced a taxi. It's one of the things you have to experience if you ever come to South Africa, Joey. All right. Cool. Listen, guys, it's nearly an hour. I've been talking about couches for 40 minutes. It's kind of boring, but I still think it's kind of significant. Like I was mentioning earlier, when history is happening, human beings are usually like frogs in a boiling pot. You don't know history is happening as it's happening. You only realize its significance after the fact. And so yeah. So that's kind of what I wanted to get out there with the whole couch theme. Anyway, so second thing I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about a little bit, if you're still around, is some of you might have noticed that I'm releasing a couple of shorts in the week, maybe a little too frequently, but I'm trying to get shorts. I'm trying to add more value out of this channel. I'm having a good time. I can sit here and talk about couches. Yeah, I'm good with it. But if it's not resonating, if you guys are not enjoying stuff like that, I would have to pivot, because this is a symbiotic arrangement, which I appreciate. And so this week, I want to put out a poll for you guys. Maybe you guys can give me some feedback outside of the live poll. What things do you appreciate about the show? What can I change? What should I add? What should I remove? Any sort of feedback I would appreciate. On my side, what I'm trying to do is to give a lot more, bang for buck, bang for your time. You know what I mean? Also, I do want to make it as efficient as I can. So one of the things that I'm doing, and Joey, maybe you can help me out here, is I'm trying to extend. I think I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago a project that I was doing called Stream Pulse. But I've kind of evolved it a little bit to a place where for each show that I do, I auto generate clips and whatnot, whatever. But a platform that somebody else can use. Like for instance, we're not going to get into this too much, but this is a bit geeking out over here. But I'll table this, and Joey, if you're still in the chat, I want to talk to you about this. It's basically a system that helps me find clips that maybe I want to react to, and or takes, much like StreamPulse, takes long form streaming. Yeah, how's it, Joey? Glad you're still here. I want to just touch on this real quickly. It takes us 2-3 hour streams that I enjoy very much, like the Mock Rock show. I dig watching all of these long form streams, but sometimes I know I'm not going to catch all of them. I would want a summary of a summary of those long form shows. But anyway, this is kind of what I'm working on now. It's going slowly. I started on this 6 months ago. This would be free, Joey. Yeah, it would be free. I'm still not convinced that this is precisely the direction I would want to go. But any feedback from you guys would be great. I want to stop it over there. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stop right there. So yeah. So it would be free, Joey. Free for anyone to use for their own channel. Kind of like what StreamYard does after you finish a stream. It gives you that AI option to generate clips, but this is more targeted. It's more would suit my purpose a lot more. So anyway, so the two things I wanted to say that look out on the Discord channel. I'm going to be releasing a survey. Maybe you guys can help me out with feedback. What do you want to hear? What kind of content do you want to talk about? And give me some feedback on how to grow the channel. Last week when I released some shorts, we got a couple of new subscribers. Great. Happy for it. Fantastic. So I think, and also YouTube only really promotes your channel if you're producing content on that, of course. And another thing is that people are finding it difficult to find my channel name. Like, when you type the upper room, my channel does not pop up. So I'm trying to figure out how to handle that. If you guys got any input on it, let me know. I'll dig some advice on it. So that would be greatly appreciated. Yeah. So okay, so let's see. I'm looking at my list over here. Showed you the thingy, the late show comments. Oof. By the way, Joey, what do you say over here? Joey says, well, it would be something I would use for sure, because right now I'm having to edit everything through DaVinci. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I'm trying to avoid. Hey, look, it's not like I'm trying to avoid it, but I know that I'm going to get bogged down. And also, I kind of want something that it could be repeatable, where it's more predictable. Yeah, so okay, cool. So if it's something you would use, cool. I'll keep going with it because I'm finding it useful. Those shorts that I released this week were kind of generated by it. So yeah. What else do you say? A lot of times I have to turn things into vertical. Yeah, from landscape. Yeah, I've automated all of that. Yeah, it automatically does that for you. If you want it to go to YouTube Shorts or Reels or even TikTok, all of that is done. What else you have here? Try promoting for 5 cents. Yeah, I think I'll try that. I am going to try that, but I'm kind of guilty of not actually creating more consistent content. I do streaming, but I'm not actually putting videos out there, hence me trying to get clips out of the streams and shorts. Yeah, that's the one thing. Yeah, it's a thing. I need to address this. I don't know how to do that. Any suggestions? Should I change the name? I don't mind changing the name. Like, yeah, I'm actually not sure how to handle that because people find it difficult to find the actual channel when they search. You know what's surprising? When I started the channel, I've got 2 channels. My original YouTube channel. I'm getting subscribers on there because they're trying to find me, but I'm getting subscribers there anyway. So I'm not sure how to handle that. Hey, how's it going? Oh, hang on, let's see. Maybe I should just add you. You want to jump on here and chat with me if you want. I'll just put the link in the chat over here if you want to jump on. Let's do this. Yeah, if you want to jump on, holler at your boy. What else do you have to say here? Oh, hey, guess who's in the building? We've got Dylon. Welcome, sir. How's it? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, man. Happy Sunday. Hope you are dry. Been a stormy day. It's stormy all over South Africa right now, man. But welcome, dude. Hey, welcome, Robbie. Been watching MotoGP. Oh, hang on a second. What's going on with MotoGP these days? YouTube. Well, you didn't miss much. We were talking about how couches are important. How the cultural significance of couches in pop culture and global culture. And I think we've identified a few things. You know, there are different spheres of where a couch is important, both globally and locally right now. And that's my estimation. A couch is going to be a very important part of South African history. Mark my words. All right. Yeah. Who dates Dylon. You're catching on. I appreciate that. Sorry, Joey, you say here that would be hard to change names. Yeah, it would be hard to change names. We thought of doing the same thing, but then you have rebrand everything. Yeah, you have to rebrand everything. You know, look, it's still early days. You know, I don't mind. I don't mind that. I mean, it's better to do it now, you know, than later. Well, what are your thoughts on that? You know, what are your thoughts on that? But if I were to rebrand, I would have to think about rebranding to what? Oh, there you are, Joey. Okay, well, you know, I guess it would be much better if I just spoke to you directly. Hey, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage over here, Joey. Hang on a second, let me do that. Oh, is Guy? Guy is also available in the background over there. Are you there?
Yeah.
Let's do a quick sound check there, Joey. You good?
Yeah, I should be.
Oh, there you are. You're looking good.
Just got to figure out how to unzoom myself a little bit because I am like way up here.
You look, yeah, actually, that's good. You framed up nice. Oh, there you are. Let's see. Let me add Guy over here too. We can just have a conversation.
Hey, my sound's not there. No sound.
No, you're good. You're good. I can hear you. You guys in the chat, can you hear Joey? Can you hear me? I'm sure you can hear me. Yeah, thanks for coming through, Joey. Appreciate you.
Dylan.
Welcome.
We've got. You know what I have the problem is? I'm looking through freaking YouTube, and there's a lack. There's a lack. That's why I'm waving. I'm like, where is my wave? What's going on? Why is my face way over here? I'm like, I'm looking through YouTube. How you doing, guys?
Yeah. Also, we've got Guy. How's it? Welcome, Guy.
Swagger, how's it, champ? Joey, nice to see you. Nice to meet you, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
My pleasure, my pleasure. I got my furniture background and set because that was the theme of the day. So I like this bad boy right there. I want one of those.
Seeing as we're speaking about couches, you made me think of a memory. My favorite triple-seater couch back in the day, Pete, you remember in Mount Croix? That nice triple-seater couch. And remember, Bruce used to be a chiropractor. So whenever he came down, we always wanted our backs clicked. And the one day, Angelo was lying on the couch getting a full-on chiropractic session, and boom, my couch just collapsed, bro. They broke my favorite couch. I was lemurring with them, mate. I was so pissed off, man.
Legendary couch, that.
I know. Anyways, the couch thing brought back the memories.
Oh, shit. So we've got
Cool.
we got people welcoming everyone here. Eileen says hi, Joey. Hi, Guy. Yeah, thanks.
How's it,
Thanks for
everybody?
coming
Hello,
through.
hello.
Dylan says.
Where do you get that dial-on from? Where do you get the dial-on from?
Oh,
I feel like I'm missing something here because that's not freaking dial-on. So
Okay,
it goes right through me every time you do dial-on. I need to know where you get that from. Is it
Okay,
from
I
a
tell you
movie?
what. You know what? Thank you for asking. And I think, Guy, you would actually get this one. I'm gonna quickly Google what I mean by, because it's a very strong reference. The full quote is dial on because I spit hot fire. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Dial. If you Google that, it'll immediately pop up on your Google results. Here we go. He says was a movie. No, it wasn't a movie. Wasn't a movie. Let me do this. Here we go. I'm gonna play a clip, and I think you will get. No, let me stop sharing that. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, what is that? Is that your creation there?
Yes, we can chat about that. Let me knock out this riff because this is one of the pieces of advice that I want to ask you for. And any of your thoughts on this project? Let me just play this. This is the reference to what I mean by dial-on.
What I got in the music business to be doing, to be a sugar cookie getter. I'm a rapper. Who are the 5 best rappers of all time? Think about it. Dial on, and dial on. Because I spit hot fire. Right, here we go. I rip and I rhyme. I rip. This is the way the dial-on spits. You try to get some of this hot fire.
As dial-on.
You can either make the song or not make the song. You're too close, man. You're too close, man.
So yeah, that's dial-on.
All right.
Because I spit hot fire.
Dial-on from now on.
I'd never seen that before myself,
You
so
never
that was the
seen it?
first time I saw that.
Oh, welcome. That's the Chappelle Show. Ooh, that's a Chappelle Show classic. So yeah, Dylan, dial-on. Well, yeah. So Joey, I want to ask you, man.
Yeah.
Do you have any couch memories? Yeah.
Couch memories, yeah. I have a lot of them, but they all involve partying, being passed out, being in houses I have no idea where I was at or where I woke up the next morning. Those kind of memories, yeah. I have a memory of being pulled off of a couch by the police for daily marijuana.
Oh, wow.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, completely naked. I remember that one. Yeah. I have couch memories if you put it that way, sure. But couch memories, like, I need my couch. I lie. I lived in Colorado, and when I had moved to Colorado, my Romanian wife, long story short, had come to live with me, and I wanted to impress her. I had bought a couch for $5,000. This is going back 20 years ago, so it was a very expensive couch.
Oh, really nice couch, five grand.
It was very nice. It had the whole bed. It had all the hookups, back in the day when the computers first started. It had the phone hookups, the stereo. It had a stereo in it. It had recliners. It was one of these kind of couches.
Yeah.
I had it for about 2 months. And I decided to move out of Colorado, so I put it in storage. And I put a friend of mine in charge of my storage. I said, man, watch this. I'll be back in a month or 2 to get my stuff.
Yeah.
He stole everything. He stole my couch.
Oh, get it. What? Oh, man, that's fucked up. Sorry to language, but that's really messed up.
I'm a man.
Couch. Holy
that's a couch story I won't forget.
Damn, all right. Okay. Shit. You still friends with this friend?
But I agree with you. Couches are... I mean, I don't know if I would run a whole special on it. You got balls the size of a fucking elephant to do a whole podcast special on couches?
I did. Hey,
and he made it quite interesting. Like I also thought at first, well, we're talking about couches, but give credit to Pete. He made it quite interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It was quite a good work there, pal. Good work.
A little bit. I wasn't quite sure. I was like, where are you going with this? I was asking myself, where are you going with this?
Not
bad form. Yeah, winging it.
All right.
No,
but I have to admit it is something. You're right. We all kind of to me a couch is kind of an extension. You don't really see unless you're absolutely dead poor. If you're dead poor, you'll take anything you get, right? But if you're somebody with just even a little bit of money or a little bit of credit, one of the things you will do when you go into your house, one of the things is going to be that couch. Because that's your personality. That's where you sit comfortably. That's where you spend most of your time. That's where you might sleep.
Absolutely.
That's where the guests see. That's where you put your personality into. So I will say that about the couch.
You know, putting it that way within that context, it actually it then raises the significance of a couch. It becomes an anchor point to one's home or one's man. Okay, yeah. So
I mean, think about this. No matter how big or small a house is, do you ever see a house without a couch? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like part of one of the main basic function of things that you see in a house. To see a house without a couch means you're in a lot of trouble. You're selling off your furniture and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only time you don't see it.
At my meth dealer's house. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
So beyond just the physical presence of the convenience of place to sit, it's almost symbolic, a reflection of the condition of one's state in life.
Yeah.
Who knew a couch?
You heard the stories about J.D. Vance, right? He really loved his couches.
Yeah.
He really loved his couches. You heard about that, right? Apparently, when he was I know you keep it PG here, so I'll keep it as PG as I can. When he was college or pre-wife, he used to hump his couch all the time, and apparently, there's pictures and stuff of this. Oh
that's cool.
If you're bumping your couch a little too much, but
that's going on.
There's a line.
There's a line.
Maybe the pillows were really nice and tight, and the cracks and all that. You know how it goes. You don't know. Don't knock it, try it. I always say.
Those high thread count pillows must be those high thread count. Those 5-star hotel pillows. Eh? Okay, I can understand.
Man. That's real. That's real. That's what's been out there for a long time, man. That's not me making stuff up. So
imagine that being out there, man.
Yeah, man.
So
imagine having that reputation. Like he gets out there, people will look at you in a very strange way. You know what I'm saying? That's not a rep to carry around.
You know what I mean? It really is, and he pulls it off great. Never mentions it. Hey Pete, what are you doing smoking on your show? Did you stop smoking, man? I haven't seen you vaping or anything. Have you?
Oh, it's over here, but it's a bit of a distraction. I've got to talk about couches. I can't smoke and talk about couches at the same time. So I've got it over here. I'm chilling.
I was just about to light up. I was like, oh shit.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. I don't mind that at all. But this is the upper room. This is the upper room. So Dylon says moved here without a couch. Yeah, usually when you move into a place. Actually, let me throw this question to both of you guys. What is the time? What is a reasonable time when you move into a new spot to get a couch? Because there's a grace period. I gotta wait 2 months for my buddy not to sell my stuff so I can go get my stuff. So there's a 2 months, 3 months.
It goes refrigerator first, so you can keep your shit good. Then it goes stove, but then it goes stove so you can cook your stuff. But for a while, you can get away with one of those little burners, right? So that's not important. So it goes refrigerator. Right. So it goes refrigerator. In my opinion, it goes refrigerator, couch, so you can sleep. You don't have to sleep on the floor or anything. Refrigerator, couch, stove, and then start filling in the other stuff.
You got to get that couch soon. I agree. Like it's cheaper than a bed, and you can sleep on it. If you moving, if you got nothing. Like you said, get the fridge to keep your stuff, your produce good. Then that couch must come next if your budget is low, because it doubles up as a bed. So it's got to be high up on the list, and quite quickly. I would say then within less than a month, within like the first 2 weeks or something, you got to hustle and get that couch, bro. Definitely.
So Robbie, how's it? I'm a bit different. I never use my lounge suit. Just sit on an office chair in my small office and watch TV on my PC. Yeah. That's a good. See. The chair you're sitting on now, Joey, I imagine it's one of those like office chair type situations where you
can swing back and forth, lays down about that.
Night, so you can maybe nap a little, maybe you can watch TV.
I could, but it doesn't have the footrest on it. I don't have enough space here between me and there for a footrest on it. I'm getting one of those in about 2 weeks. I'm getting one that has the whole thing. It lays back almost all the way back. It has a little footrest I can kick under the desk. I am getting one. Man, it's only 450 lei, €100, man. Man,
Ooh, I mean, that's an investment.
That's an investment, man. Cheap. So I'm going to get that one. Yeah.
I feel as though that's like a rite of passage, right? Like when you're like, oh, now I'm an OG. It's like a throne. The thing and the mechanics if you got that the foam memory, it adapts the shape of your ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Does have some of that memory foam, but the one I'm in now, the piston has I'm 120 kilograms. And I pushed the limit of this chair, because I gained 15 kilos since I've been doing this.
Oh, damn.
And now my chair is down at the bottom. It doesn't pump up anymore. So now I'm sitting down bottom. That's why I'm low instead of up here anymore.
Hey, guess we got a special guest in the chat, Chantal. Here she is. You know that dog video? I think it was
Chantal,
you.
Hello.
How's it, Chantal? Welcome. A happy Mother's Day, by the way. Happy
Mother's Day to all the moms on the chat group. Definitely, big time.
All the matriarchs. Yeah, all the matriarchs. How's it?
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. What's the deal with Mother's Day? I mean, it's like different in every country. What, the mothers can't get together? I mean, we get together on every damn thing. They can't get together and come up with one damn date for Mother's Day. It's universal.
I think I realized the technique over here. They're trying to spread so the excuse, it's 4 o'clock somewhere. Well, they can say it's Mother's Day somewhere, so maybe there's a gift that needs to be coming to me.
Well, that's the thing, Pete, because you see, if it's Mother's Day in America, you say Happy Mother's Day to be nice to everybody in America, right? Well, that kind of spreads out to everybody in Africa too. If you're a mother, it spreads out. It's the same in Romania, same in that. So they get to celebrate 15 Mother's Day in a single year. Father's Day, tell me what it is in Africa.
You know what? Father's Day. Do we have we have one Father's Day, right?
We do.
That's the same here.
And we have Youth Day. We tick all the boxes. We just don't have Pet Day, like a day for dogs or cats. We don't have a National Pet Day, which we should.
You know what?
Yes.
We should start a campaign on that. Election season is coming up.
I think we should. It's a celebration of our pets, of our animals who we care about and who love us unconditionally. I think we do. We need a petition for a public holiday for our pets, definitely.
Labrador Day. Come on now, let's get it.
They have no idea when Father's Day is, man. No idea. I know that.
No, I don't know either.
Yeah. It doesn't come suck. Okay, so there was something else I wanted to show you guys. Did I lose my train of thought here? So we were talking about couches. There was. Hang on, no, I'm not going to show that quickly. Sorry, gentlemen, I apologize about this. Hang on, that's not it. Yeah, so can we talk about that little clipper thing, Joey? This little service that and maybe you can give me some of your input. Just off briefly. Here we go. Let me just share it. Here you go. I don't know if you can see that crap. I don't know.
I can see it, but it's hard to read. It's hard to
read, right?
No, I can see it. Get up closer.
Okay, let me see if I can zoom in.
But what's the interface like? Is it easy to use? Is it a drag and drop kind of interface? Drag a whole clip in and hit one.
So the whole idea. Yeah, so the whole idea, this is the first iteration of the design. I'm using an AI to get the look and feel. It looks good, but functionality-wise, basically the idea is that you log into the service, you take your long stream. If it's 2-3 hours, it's kind of difficult to weekly find clips, clip them out, and then edit them. And it's a lot of work. I'm starting a full-time job. And I don't want to lose momentum on the channel, so I want to automate a lot of stuff. And I know I could buy a subscription to a service that does it. Like CapCut can do something like that. You throw it a video, it give you shorts. But it ends up being a lot. And I know also StreamYard does it. After a stream, you can chop it up and blah, 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 blah. So I thought maybe let me build something that I can use locally. And so the idea is you throw in the long form video clip. The AI thing pulls the transcript. It finds the hot moments, or like for instance, like right now as we're talking, I can say clip that. So it'll find me saying clip that. It'll take 5 minutes on that, and then it'll find that moment and chop it up and have it ready for me. Right. So here we go with clips. So when the show is done, I can just come back here and go watch the clip. It'll give me a description of what happened. If I want to, edit a little bit, I'll say, okay, well, give me 5 more seconds here, and I'll click submit. It'll then do the approve. It'll then do the chopping up, and then gives me a notification. I can play the video. If it's good, I say publish or schedule it.
How about the vertical landscape thing we spoke about? Does it?
Yeah. So it's auto detected. So right now I don't have the design for it, but on the preview it'll just auto adjust. An example of the output. Maybe let me show you of what it actually outputs. You guys in the comments, let me know what you think. I'll show you an example.
Can you actually mark that in the output? Which output you want on it? Are you going to have that where you can? Because maybe I'm doing a short for YouTube, or maybe I'm doing a short for TikTok, and one's vertical, one's
you can do both.
Vertical, right? They all have to be vertical the first short.
True.
So
True. But sometimes you might want to have you did, like, for instance, your show is actually perfect. Oh, by the way, I don't think there's anyone watching right now that is not aware of your channel, but your show is perfect for that, where you guys are doing a whole themed show, an automated way of cutting out all the gaps, the lulls in conversation, and you can then have multiple long form segments from the bigger stream automated, so you just
instead of making short like regular videos of 6, 7 minutes, 8 minutes of each particular category we speak of, kind of. Because we went through 12, 15, it clips those, and I know.
And then you schedule the release for the week, and
that would be perfect.
Cuts out editing, all of that. So let me show you.
Build it, and I shall come.
Yeah, okay.
Joey, I wanted to. Oh, sorry, Joey. Well, I got you there, pal. Are you just on purely a podcast on YouTube, or are you on TikTok, Instagram, or are you like all over social media, or?
The worldwide guy. They know what's like. I'm going after Joe Rogan. Are you kidding me? Real Joey. Don't know that shit for you. No, we have all our socials. We have our social. We have our own website. It's notokaytv.com. Feel free to visit.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah, we will have a radio station in the next 1 or 2 months. So, one of those online radio stations that we're going to do.
Man.
So,
awesome.
Yeah, Joe is really Joey and Milo really freaking gunning for it. It's freaking inspirational. It makes me look like I'm sprinting while standing still.
Man, you're right there with us, bro. You're right there with us. It's not like we've got many more followers or anything, and our peoples are your people. You know who doesn't come visit us though, Pete? Robbie doesn't visit us. Chantalou doesn't visit us. These people, they just don't come visit us. They don't know a good show when they know a good show. I'm telling you.
I'll encourage you guys, man. Give It's Not Okay TV a chance. You're doing a show tonight, right? You are doing it
on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
Sunday, Tuesday, yeah, awesome. Yeah. So pop in, swing in there, have a look. It's a real good time. It's real
about common sense, the lack of common sense in the world today. Yeah.
Oh.
So that's our topic for tonight. How common sense is going away.
And it's brutally obvious that even the I'm just saying, even the ability to recognize what common sense is, let alone it being gone. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that.
Are you talking about that more with like the new generation coming up, like the younger people? There's less common sense. There's a correlation between less common sense with the up and coming youth than there was with the older generation.
Yeah, there is, but that's a lot of technology stuff, guy. That's really doing that, right? That's the technological stuff. That's not actually. I'm not going to say that psychological or our upbringing. We all were raised and born in the same way, and we kind of have to go through the same thing. You would think common sense would be something that would just come to you from living life.
You would think.
You would think, but it doesn't work that way. And the blame for that, for me, in my opinion, goes towards the whole situation of. For the things that we deal with in today's life. For instance, I'll just give you a for instance. Just let me get up here. subscription traps. You know, why are people always putting into subscriptions at $10 a month? You know, don't they understand that free trials are auto and blah blah blah? You know, and or return policy abuses. You know, you don't get anywhere by buying something, returning it one at a time, and you keep going back. By the time you're done with this, by the time you're done with that, by you get, you know, returning worn clothes after events, things like that, or confidence is not qualification. You know, like common sense. You have Google on your phone, and you know, so you have something wrong with your toe. You Google about what's wrong with my toe. My toe feels like this. My toe feels like that. Blah blah blah. Next thing you know, you go to a doctor. A doctor's telling you there's nothing wrong with your toe, and you're like, but that's not true. Did you check the intravenous? Blah blah blah. Like you're some sort of doctor.
Right.
You know, there's just no common sense left, and common sense is going in the way of technology. So this is kind of where we're focused on tonight.
So, that's actually quite fascinating, man. Like, common sense. Basically, we've subcontracted our thinking to machines and whatnot. Okay,
That's a good way of wording it, Pete. That's a very good way of wording it.
All right,
My apologies, Robbie. I've not really ever seen you in there, so you must sit from the shadows. You are one of the few people that we have up here that are not in the chat. Yeah, we usually have, me and Milo talk about it. We have 4 or 5 people that sit there usually steady on our show, but never enter chat. And we're always like, we wonder who these 4 or 5 people are. Ding, ding, ding. I think Robbie's one of them.
Yeah, probably. I reckon so. If he's not on tour, right, Robbie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Dylan also agrees. I know you're gonna chop it up about common sense later on. Just one last thing I wanna maybe throw at you here, ask your thoughts on it. Do you reckon that the generation before ours would have said that our particular generation, lack common sense? Yeah. Because I'm kind of wondering if it's not one of those generational things, like every generation always thinks that the next generation lacks, maybe might be a little wiser. Well, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, my thoughts are, I'm a generation before you, basically, right? So I'm Gen X. You're not quite Gen X, right? You're a millennial.
Millennial, right on the edge there.
Right? I'm a Gen Xer. So, Guy, I'm not sure where you stand. Probably closer to me, no?
I'm 44 now, so yeah. So I don't know if it's those two.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm a generation before you guys, right? So I think that you guys are losing your common sense starting with your generation. Of course, I think it's something that's been weaning out over the decades. But if you go back to my parents, they're going to say that my generation has lost a lot of common sense because we did a lot of stupid stuff. You know, we'd go out there and be starting bonfires and running around, and I mean, loss of common sense. You're going to get hurt, right? But our common sense was more on the practical side that we're losing. Our common sense was on the it's going to hurt you or kill you versus the common sense today where it's going to break you, it's going to hold you back, it's going to keep your life moving forward. It's a different avenue of common sense. You know, you got the one that runs your life, and then you got the one that can kill you. So
right. Yeah, these are different. They are kind of in a different category, right? One's life-threatening, one's like inconvenient. Oh, whoops.
Yes.
I hurt my toe versus I'm dead.
What do you think?
And also, just while we're talking about generational dips, one thing each generation loves to do is say that the next generation, what their music tastes are like terrible. You know, like what music I grew up with is the best music. What these kids are listening to today is rubbish. Like, you know, each generation will say their music was the best music, just to say something that's a generational like occurrence for each generation. You know, I find that quite funny.
Yeah, I don't think my dad could stand any of my electronic dance music.
For sure, exactly, yeah.
I was going to say, Blue might be right. Depends on the year you were born. Maybe you guys might be the last year of Gen X yourselves. You guys could possibly be the last year of Gen X or something. I'm not. I think that's 1987. 1987 was.
I don't know the categories. I don't know what the categories are.
I'm 1980. So I'm right on the border.
I'm 1982. I'm 82.
So think it's that. Yeah, you're right, Chantal. I think you're right, Chantal. What else are you saying? Yeah.
Okay, it's from 1965 to 1980. So if you're born from 1980 or before, in that space, you're Gen X.
Okay. Right on the brink by a couple of months. Right there.
You're 1980.
Yeah, 1980 December. Put even like so. Even on that 1980.
Gen X. Be proud. Stand tall. Be brave, guy. You're fucked. You're a millennial.
Thanks for that.
Shit, you should phone your bank. You might need to change your insurance. Yeah. All right. So, gentlemen, look, I've been talking about the couch for a while now. We'll begin landing the plane. Something else I wanted to maybe throw on the table quick, fast. Oh, by the way, a mutual friend of ours got in touch with us, Joey, from last week. The long-lost brother of ours.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Clinton Dunn. So, guy, if you don't know, Clinton Dunn was one of my guests at the Upper Room show earlier on. He disappeared for a couple of months. Didn't know where the hell happened to him. No replies on what's what. But he reached out last week. Cool. Hopefully, maybe he's watching right now. Hopefully, gonna get him either on the Tuesday night show, which I don't know what we're going to talk about yet.
Did he reach out to you too, Pete? Did he reach out to you too?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We wanted to hang out today, but I got the show and it's freaking pouring rain outside. I'm not leaving the house. I'm not leaving my couch. Oh.
Bunkering down. Bunkering down.
Yeah, bunkering down, keeping it gully over here. And so he reached out. Hopefully to Tuesday or next Sunday, he will join us again.
Well, Chantaloo, you just can't make up your own generation because you want to be part of Gen X. That's not how things work, hon. Sorry. Now I like you and I like going to water, but you just can't make up your own shit called Zennials because you don't like being a millennial. No. You can't just do that. Because we're part of the no, you're not. You were babies in diapers. You were part of nothing. You were shaking your heads like this at that time. Oh, we were making the technology. Don't set the little no.
I'm sure you're right. People get clever and they're like they make hybrid freaking combinations of this decade and that decade and categorize themselves as something completely different. Too many categories and not enough progress.
That's true. And then Chantaloo's down here trying to tell me it exists. Google it. Why would I Google it? I'm older than Google. I know better than Google. Google came to me for information. Are you kidding me? Google asked me one day, "Is there such a thing?" I said, "That if you want to put it, but it doesn't really exist." This is what happened, Chantaloo.
Google came to me for information. That's a good chirp. I like that one.
All right, Dylon says
that's a good one. No, that's classic. Google came to me. Classic.
I guess maybe I lost my train of thought here, gentlemen. We're about to land the plane. Yes, Joey, now that I have you here, I asked a question earlier at the top end of the show. Would you ever buy a beach house?
I lived in a beach house.
Yeah?
Yeah, I lived in one for about 10 years. Yeah.
So, cool. Any issues with any fears of the ocean creeping up?
Yeah, we've had the water come, of course. We've had the water come right up through our friends. Did you hear about Hurricane Sandy? For instance?
Yes, that was a big one. That was a huge one.
I lived in the town that they wiped out, Seaside Heights. That's where I lived. That's where I'm from. Yes, Seaside Heights, and that's where I lived on the ocean. I was not in the house at that time. I was here in Romania. I did not own living in that house at that time. But had I been, that is where I was on the house. My house would have been gone. The houses were gone. So yeah, there is that fear. So but if you have enough insurance, if you have money for insurance, if you live on a beach, you have enough money to pay insurance. If you have insurance, you don't really worry about it too much. Your biggest loss is you just make sure you don't put all your life memories.
Yes, like your irreplaceables, family photos, and all of that stuff.
Keep those at your
mementos, souvenirs, for sure.
That's never nobody's first house. You know what? Only house.
Oh, understood. Yeah, because I was asking, man, because Vic Bay, right? With all the flooding, I'm looking at all these freaking nice houses right on the thing. But I mean, once every 10 years, you're gonna get a storm like that. Whew.
Yeah.
At least. Anyway, so that's the one thing I wanted to ask you there.
But nowadays, they put houses up on stilts too. I mean, like they rebuilt all of that Seaside Heights area over there in Tom's River, and now you have all houses up on stilts. That sit 3-4 meters high on a stilt. And so to get a storm that's going to reach up to there, I guess the problem now is, are the stilts going to hold during a storm? But they drive that thing down 30, 40 feet.
That's an interesting question.
That's really where you're at.
But with modern tech, I'd imagine,
I would imagine it's pretty safe.
You would have
they
modern
get down there, they
engineering.
hammer those things in.
All right. Well, apprehensive. Like,
Now, if you ask me would I ever live in Venice, hell no. That place isn't going to exist in 20, 30 years from now. Are you kidding me? It's thinking like at a rate of like an eighth of an inch per year or something. It ain't going to be there in another 30, 40, 50 years.
That's not generational.
You heard it here at the upper room. If you live in Venice, make plans to get out of there. Just get out of there. Don't wait. Don't wait.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Breaking news. The internet comes
A prediction
to
of doom.
That's if it's on your bucket list, go now. Go to Venice right now.
Get it while it's hot.
Depends on which way you're going. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, gentlemen. Man, I'm looking at my list over here. I've been talking about couches for the better part of an hour.
My camera's almost making me the same color as you, Pete. Only more red, a little bit more red. But I'm look at us. Look.
Yeah. I think it's your lighting in the back. You got all of those disco balls all over. You got studio lights in your lounge.
I'm not sure
Fancy,
what's
mate.
happening here, why this is happening, but I'm
All
getting
flashy.
all
So Chantalou says my aunt and uncle have a house in Pennington. Can walk down to the beach from their back garden, their retirement house. Man, that's actually sounds pretty beautiful. Actually,
That's cool. That sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds really nice.
I'd much rather walk down to the beach and not risk my couch being taken away in a swell, in a weird 1 in a 100-year swell. So a lovely stroll down to the beach as opposed to I open the door 2 steps and I'm on the beach. That's a bit of a risky one for me. I'm haunted by the.
But then again, think about it. You want to go out just full blown you. No clothes. You like to do in the moves. You want to run from your house to the sea. Do you really want that long stretch of beach? Or do you want that little path, Think about it. It all depends on what you want to do, man.
You know what? You make a compelling argument over here. You make a compelling.
You must take all things into consideration. For me, I want that long ass beach way down yonder. I want time to contemplate what I'm doing. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? My God, who's what? Yeah.
Would you say you want a beach long enough for you to be able to run to the Baywatch soundtrack at its fullest?
There we go.
Right?
Baywatch.
Yeah, okay. See,
but not long enough to realize how ridiculous you look doing it.
Yeah,
So,
right. Because that's good.
Yes.
Shit. Yeah, I'm now being convinced. Dylon says Joey is like Pete when he is black. I don't know what you mean by that, Dylon. What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm fucking
All
camera
right,
making all red.
Well, yeah. I think it's the adjustment. Let's say long stretch of beach so I can see the waves coming in to take me out. Okay, fair enough. I guess any of you, Joe? I mean, Guy. I'm not much of a surfer. Boogie board at best. Joey, you ever surfed at all?
I've just body surfed there by Pollock Beach. We got Kiff waves down the way. Just catch a wave, and then cruise down. But I've never surfed or anything like that. No, just body surf, catch waves. It's a good workout, and it's a lot of fun. I did it quite a bit now in December. I hit the beach hard. I hit the beach really hard. Yeah.
Body surfing is a lot of fun, man. Body surfing is a lot of fun.
It is. It's very cool. Catch the top of the wave, and then if you time it right, it drops you down, and you just cruise all the way to the shore. Bro. It's very cool. That's lekker.
Very cool. I never
Yeah.
surfed. On the Jersey Shore, you really don't have good enough waves for surfing. But my mother did buy me a surfboard when I was about 14 years old. I did ask for a surfboard. I wanted to try. And she bought me a secondhand. Now, could you ever forgive your mother for buying you a secondhand surfboard for Christmas? Present, but give you a surfboard that had a big hole in the back because the fin was broken. The fin didn't exist. So she bought me a used surfboard with no fin and said, I wish you the best of luck, my son. I got it sinks. It sinks. Do you know what I ended up doing with it? I ended up tying a rope to where the hole was, attaching it to my friend's motorboat, and then he would drive like you're water skiing, and I would stand on it like I was skiing, like on a slalom ski.
Right.
That's freaking cool.
Water skiing. So I did do that.
Fun.
Never surfed. Yeah.
But it's the thought that counts, right? You know, look, it is. It's not.
My father did the same thing. All my friends had power boats because we lived on the water, like I said, right? So all my friends had power boats. I asked them one year. I said, "Listen, could we get a power boat, Dad, please?" He said, "You know what? I don't make any promises, but I promise I'll get you a boat." So he got me a boat for my birthday. I said, "Oh, this is great." He said, "I got you a boat. Let's go back and look at it." Man, it was a fucking rowboat. It was a 12 with fucking oars. With the oars. No engine.
Oh my God.
He said, and he had that Scottish brogue on him, you know? And he was like, "Son, if you don't fucking like it, all you have to do is row really, really fast." And I said, "But how am I going to water ski?" He goes, "Go faster, man. Go faster." I'm like, son of a bitch. Keep my ass prepared, man.
It
sounds though, right? Yeah.
It sounds to me that your parents are very pragmatic folks. Do something with this.
We had a lot of, I mean, at the end of the day, if I really am honest about, if you want to take the good out of the bad, it really built my arms up, man, because I really did row a lot.
Here we go. Always a silver lining, absolutely.
Yeah, the silver lining was my father was actually keeping me healthy and fit. He really was. He really did. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
But the surfboard, I never forgave my mother for the surfboard. No, me and her still to this day we still argue about that.
Chantal says Git has a wood staircase down a little cliff. Then you're on the beach. That's nice. But their house is at least 50 meters from the back gate. Ooh, that's also pretty freaking nice, man. You get the gentle sea breeze, none of the sand all up in your. Oh man, and you get that little 50-meter walk. It's not too far, but not too close either. I like that, man. That's a place to reach out. It sounds
beautiful.
Yeah, that scene sounds like one of those Lifetime movies, you know, like a Lifetime home movie scene. Chantal says one of my friends and her hubby run a surf school here in Strand, Son of Surf. Yes, you mentioned this before. Her hubby is a pro surfer. Yes, you mentioned. Yeah, Somerset West, right? Okay, all right. Chantal also says Scots are very pragmatic. This is the sense I'm getting. Hey, Joy. Yeah.
Oh, very pragmatic, very cheap. Very, very cheap, man. Very, very cheap. I love my dad to death. He's the kind of guy that would turn around and he would treat you out for a dinner, give a guy who needed it $10, not even think twice about it. But man, ask him for something. But no, don't ask that man for nothing. And if he gave it to you, he gave you the bottom line. He gave you the very most generic thing he could offer. Yeah. Right. Very pragmatic. You got what you needed. You got what you asked for, but not what you wanted. If that makes sense.
I mean, can you ask for more than that? You got what you needed.
Yeah. Well, I guess I only got that because he was my stepdad. I always blame him for that. Is this all about the whole step thing or what? You know, what's the problem over here, Dad? So, no. He was my stepdad, but since I'm 5, so he was my dad. You know, he was my dad.
would you just say that's the equivalent of me saying it's because I'm black, right? Black, right? Yeah.
Same shit. Yeah, it's just because I'm a step. Yeah, what's the problem? Yeah.
Chantal said, I think she agrees with you. Sounds about right. My mom is very frugal. Her maiden name is. Oh, there you go. It's in the blood. It's in the blood. Something about that island.
Yeah, but not cheap. But they're not cheap in a way like if you go out with other people or something where somebody's going to say that's a cheap ass. Not that kind of cheap. Right. They pay for their own. They make sure they pay for their own. They make sure they'll even offer to pay for you at times. That's not the issue. That's not the issue. But if you don't ever treat them back, or if you don't ever return the favor in a way, you hear it. That never does. Never pulls his wallet out to buy a drink. Never. Oh, you hear that all the time.
You hear.
Yeah.
I like that because it's almost like it's a fourth layer of etiquette enforcement. You know, hey, over here we're generous, and if you're outside of that, you're gonna hear about it.
You gotta reciprocate. Yeah, for sure.
Hear about it.
Well, is that right or wrong to reciprocate? I mean, you hear the two stories. Somebody, you don't pay for somebody, right? If you expect something back. On the other hand, if you go out with somebody 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a year and you pay 1 or 2 times, don't you think it's nice that they reciprocate once or twice? I mean,
absolutely.
I think that's an etiquette. It should be. I think that, a lot of people say, no, don't pay for them if you don't want to. But,
yeah, reciprocity.
If you're going out with somebody like so many times, you're clearly friends with them and you formed a bond. And within friendship, there is reciprocation and there is compromising and there is all of those elements, So that's definitely a part of it, Take turns treating each other for a meal or something like that. Definitely, yeah.
100%. It's an allegiance, hey.
Yeah, but you have this thing in South Africa where if you're the person who invites the other person, hey, let's go out for dinner tonight. That means automatically that you're paying. They have that here in Romania. That does not exist in America. I can sit here and say, hey, Pete, Guy, let's go out and get a dinner. It's already assumed that if you say yes, we're all going out. And when the bill comes, we will decide what happens. Either one person says, hey, my treat, or we all got our own and we all go Dutch, as they say. It's already assumed. But over here in Romania, hey, Pete, Guy, let's go out for dinner. It's assumed automatically if you accept that I'm paying. Do you have that in South Africa?
Okay, well, that's not how it works. Yeah, that's very unique. That's very unique.
Yeah, because
that's very unique.
In my experience,
it works that way. If you invite somebody, everybody expects you to pay.
Not often. No. Generally, when everybody gets out and goes out, we all split the bill. We all pay for our own meals, our own drinks, that kind of stuff. Unless it's somebody's birthday and they're really gone the extra mile or they've set it up front. But general practice is you get together, everybody pays for their own meal. Yeah. So yeah.
True, you're right.
In America, generally, instead of paying for your own stuff, what they do is they take the bill and split it. However many people are there, it doesn't matter if someone ate lobster and you had a hamburger. That doesn't matter. The bill.
Yeah, that doesn't work over here. No ways. Yeah, there would be, knowing my friends, there would be way too many motherfuckers. Let me never say that. It's Mother's Day. I apologize, but there would be way too many people.
Don't say that on a day like this. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. This is not a day. I can do without saying about freaking Monday. I'm gonna But there's way too many people who take advantage of that over here. But what do you guys say in the comments? Dylan, how does that work for you guys? Usually pay for ourselves or split the bill equally. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's the vibe over here, true.
Now, Pete, I apologize. Guys, see, this is what happens in my show. We start talking about couches, and the next thing you know, we're talking about bills.
This is awesome. We're learning cultural. We're learning cultural changes. Yeah, so no, it's fine. I think we've done all we can with the couches. I think we've covered couch history. We okay. We can move along.
Ooh, hey, boom, 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 man.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
There's nowhere on the internet you're gonna have such a comprehensive and detailed semi-detailed breakdown of a couch, other than the upper room. Guys, I'm gonna start landing the plane here. I know you got to prep for the thing. Thanks for showing up, guys. I appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Chantal ordered a new couch. Pray tell. You've got to tell.
Was it this podcast that made you order a new couch? Were you inspired by this? Or did you order the couch before this show?
Yeah, well, it's actually a good question. So you can answer that. Huh? I really need to know. Because, if you ordered your couch from Joshua Doe, the retailer, maybe I could ask them if they could give me a 20% finder's fee for his Hey, come on, give me 10%.
They can be your sponsors, pal, yeah.
Affiliate marketing, my brother. This is what you should have done before you spoke about couches. You should have went to your people and said, hey, I'm talking about couches. I'm talking about office thing. Affiliate, put the link out there. Buy from these people.
Right.
Make your money.
Yeah, this is why I need a brain like yours somewhere here. I didn't even think about that. I'm just thinking, I got some things to say about couches. Hey, let me just jump on my line. Well, yeah, but give us more details, Chantal, at some point. I would really like to know what the nature of the couch.
Details, nothing. Yeah. Send pictures. I want to see pictures.
Yeah, pics or it didn't happen.
That's right. Pictures or it didn't happen.
Eileen, thank you so much for showing up, man. I appreciate it.
Cool. Peace out. Cheers, Eileen. Have an awesome day and an awesome week ahead. Cheers.
Yeah, and custom. Oh, there she says custom leather from a Panga 5-year sale. Whoa, nice.
That's a long ass sale.
On 1st May. Damn. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Pretty much a lifetime guarantee. Nice one.
Stalin. That's cool.
Yeah. Is
Don't
it?
Ask yourself what's wrong with that couch if it's been on sale for 25 years. Don't you say why hasn't anybody bought it in 25 years?
It's a good question, but maybe people couldn't afford it. Yeah, the economy has just been so bad that particular couch was not affordable. So she hasn't mentioned.
So you're really treating yourself, Tish. That's cool. You're treating yourself nasty.
Right.
I think you mean 25-year anniversary. Yeah. 25-year anniversary sale. Yeah.
Okay. Is that made bespoke? Oh, this is question. Yeah. If it was made bespoke, is there any currency inside the couch? Or because does the couch have,
what does that mean, bespoke?
Bespoke, I think bespoke. Custom made, right? Custom made. Yeah, Chantal, I think bespoke is custom made. Like there's no other couch like it. It wasn't out of a production line or something like that. Okay, I think. She says I damn well hope so. Well, bespoke is custom. All right.
Okay.
So Dylon, I see you also bidding us adieu. Cheers, Dylon.
Okay, adieu. Peace out, pal. Go well.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 hours. Joey, I think I'll be joining. I'll be in the chat at your show later on.
Not being Bina. It's okay. Bina means all right, man. All right. In Romanesque, Bina.
Cool. You know what? It's one of my, on a bucket list. I need to grab a couple of Romanian phrases just to throw you off kilter there every once in a while.
I tried the South African phrases, but man, this is I couldn't do it. I was like, it was worse than talking Dutch. I was like thinking, oh my God, it's just like Dutch, but it's not. It's not.
Yeah. I think you would start. You would struggle with Afrikaans a little bit.
Afrikaans does have some similarities to German and Dutch. Like not a lot, but there is a big correlation between some of the Afrikaans and German and Dutch. It's actually quite, you can understand quite a few words sometimes if you hear it.
I heard Ronaldo speaking it quite often, and I was like, man, that sounds Dutch to me. That sounds a little German Dutch, but not quite. There was something more guttural about it, more throat in it, or no,
for sure.
Man, I'd learn Chinese. I could learn Mandarin before I could learn Afrikaans. I'm sure of it.
Yeah?
I can't even learn Romanesque. Are you kidding me? No, man. Language is not my thing, man. Language is not my thing. That's what Google's for. Google asks me questions, but I ask Google questions too. It's a two-way street.
I suppose. And I think this is where the erosion of common sense starts with subcontracting language. When you speak Afrikaans has Malay and German, it's true. When you last thought. I think this is the last one. This is very interesting.
Okay.
There is an idea that I came across a couple of years ago. The guy says speaking is thinking, right? So when you speak, there's not much of a gap between what you're thinking and what you're saying. So it's an active process. So your verbiage is your thought pattern, and so having the ability to speak multiple languages helps you think wider, I suppose. Do you think?
Yeah.
So that being said, do you think that when we start having LLMs and machines speak on behalf of us, we are subcontracting our thinking? Would that be equivalent to, like, would that correlate to the loss of common sense? Damn. And there was no.
We'll be subcontracting our language and the vocabulary. I don't know about the thinking part. I don't know how far they'll go to actually consciously think about it. But if AI or whatever memorizes the entire dictionary of words of that language and strings it together, we definitely subcontracting and hiring out our vocabulary and our language. Definitely, I think.
And for me, I don't think before I speak, so therefore I can't be renting nothing out. I just speak.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go take a nap on the couch, gentlemen.
Okay, cool.
Guy, we'll talk to you later. Oh yeah, we'll see you later.
Joey, nice to meet you, pal. Nice to meet you, Joey. Nice to meet you, man. Very cool. Pete Swagger, we'll chat later.
Absolutely.
Everybody else, peace out. Be cool. Have a good Sunday. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Yeah, and for the rest of you in the chat, thanks so much, man. I know that. Hang on a second. I know. Was it Dylon? Hang on. I just want to say. Well, yes, I know that Robbie. He did say that he is the one who lurks in the comments. So
yeah.
Hopefully you join us a little later, man.
He said he's quiet. I hope they do. I hope they join us at 7:40, man. 6:40 African time.
6:40
your time.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Here we go. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Robbie.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Joey. I'll see you later, man. Appreciate it. Be well. And for the rest of you, don't.